Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer very cleverly dodged a question lobbed at him about whether he would support Senator Kyrsten Sinema for her reelection in 2024 if she is challenged, which she is being challenged in that reelection. She obviously, don't need to remind you, has been backstabbing Democrats for some time now and likes to ally herself more with Republicans more often than not. But here is Schumer just trying to not gonna engage.
Leader McConnell said at the start of the week that Kyrsten Sinema is the most effective first-term senator he's seen in his career. She's bucked the leadership, the Democratic leadership at times. Will you endorse her in her primary should she win in 2024?
Look, the bottom line is that Senator McConnell said, I was very effective when I was there as well. Senator Sinema has done a good job on a whole lot of different issues.
Okay, bro. So the specific question was actually about Mitch McConnell's support of Senator Sinema, effectively saying, look, your senator is being endorsed by, a man who wants to see your entire party, burnt to a crisp and block every piece of legislation. And if they get into power, will take away, women's rights and LGBTQ plus rights, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What do you say to that? And he goes, well, he praised me too. I don't know if that's quite a comeback. I just want to remind y'all exactly the relationship that Sinema and McConnell have. We did this story a little bit earlier in the week, but you need a refresher. Here's Mitch McConnell showering praise on Kyrsten Sinema.
I've only known Kyrsten for 4 years, but she is, in my view, and I've told her this before, the most effective first-term senator I've seen in my time in the Senate. She is today what we have too few of in the Democratic Party, a genuine moderate and a deal maker.
Deal maker for whom? For you and your party. I won't play Sinema basically repeating the exact same thing back to Mitch McConnell. Basically, I love you too. But Cenk, the fact that Chuck Schumer won't even engage in their incredibly problematic sort of bipartisan love / Kyrsten Sinema just being a corporate Democrat.
Yeah. So there's two different interpretations of that answer by Chuck Schumer. It's kind of funny to see the difference. The mainstream, whether it's the media or establishment Democrats, are going, whoa, Chuck Schumer didn't endorse Kyrsten Sinema. That's really bold.
Right.
Okay, yeah, look, to be fair, in the Democratic world, that is a tiny bit bold. Because in the Democratic world, we don't care how Republican you are. We kind of love how Republican you are. We'll endorse you no matter what. Incumbency is everything. We just saw it just a couple of months ago where Nancy Pelosi backed Henry Cuellar in Texas, even though he's against abortion rights and he's against gun control. He voted with Trump 70% of the time. And Pelosi's like, oh, he's an incumbent Democrat and a corporate Democrat who's corrupt and being investigated by the FBI. I love him. I endorse him over a perfectly wonderful Democrat, Jessica Cisneros, who agreed completely with Biden's agenda. It's not just that they don't care about the policy, it's that they want to lose on the policy. That's why Chuck Schumer's not kidding and he's not wrong when he said, oh, Mitch McConnell said I was really effective too. That's true. He's been previously in his career, and I would say still to this day, Chuck Schumer's been terrific at not doing anything. Mitch McConnell's been very happy with Chuck Schumer. Now he's ecstatic with Kyrsten Sinema. So yeah, he didn't fully endorse her immediately. Now, but from a progressive perspective, if you actually were genuine, which he's not, they're all total corporate sellouts. They don't believe a word they say about the Democratic agenda. But if he was earnest, it'd be super easy answer. Am I going to endorse Kyrsten Sinema? No. Well, she's against 85% of our agenda. Why would I endorse her? If she turns around later before she runs for Congress, she's not up this term, and she's a good Democrat who believes in our agenda, then of course I'll endorse her. So you could say that, right? That's an easy answer. But in Washington, that's considered sacrilege. Even this tiny little thing by Schumer not saying he's in love with her and will give her $20 million today. They're like, how dare you? Because in Washington, you have to love the powerful, the already powerful. And they are to be celebrated no matter what. And ideology is a joke. That's just for the masses. That's our lies. That's our gimmicks. That's our act, our shtick for our voters. And so him not groveling at the feet of another powerful person, yes, is considered a big news event in Washington.
It seems to me that he's scared too. It reminds me of when Biden was like, she's smart as the devil, right? It's just like, it's kind of this weird shook behavior from people who pull rank on Kyrsten Sinema. And look, I'm not saying that it's in the bag at all for the Senate, but I think that Democrats have a better chance of holding on to it and also making Kyrsten Sinema's reign a little bit moot. But maybe Chuck Schumer knows something I don't know. I just think it's really funny that when you're like, hey, what do you think about the devil telling you that you had you did a good job? Well, or telling the devil talking about this person doing a good job. And they're like, well, the devil told me that I was doing a good job one time too. So like the devil actually really likes me as well. And effectively Mitch McConnell in this analogy is the devil. And like, it's a weird response versus something like, yeah, that's a strange relationship. I don't really know. I don't agree with, I think maybe it's gotten a little out of hand, just cast a little bit of shade on the fact that these two love each other so much. Someone who wants to undermine Biden's agenda and Democrats' agenda, right? And then the person who is helping him undermine it, which is just a Republican in Democrat sheep's clothing or whatever.
Yeah, speaking of the devil, and he shall appear, Steve Bannon today, after that clip, right before we got on air, said that he thinks Kyrsten Sinema can and will become a Republican in 2024 and run as a Republican. And so does he know something we don't know? Maybe, but even if he doesn't, he's just speculating. It's not, for the first time in his life, it's not wrong speculation. So her polling among Democrats is disastrous. Representative Ruben Gallego is considering running against her, probably will. He'll almost certainly beat her in a primary. But by the way, you never know though, because corporate media loves sellout corporate Democrats, loves them. So they have already spent their entire 2 years of the Biden administration so far calling Kyrsten Sinema moderate, centrist, wonderful, centrist, moderate, centrist. Oh, so reasonable, right? And in an election, will they do the same thing? Yeah, of course they will. They'll kiss her ass on the left cheek, the right cheek, and all over. But look, back to the Democrats for a second. Speaking of another devil, remember when she did the obnoxious twirling no on the $15 minimum wage? So, oh yeah, you guys want higher wages? The federal minimum wage is $7.25. If that vote had won, it would go to $15. You know how much of a raise that would be for people making minimum wage in this country, including people in Arizona? It would be $15,500 extra per year. That would change your life. And she came up there and said like, I vote no, I vote yes for my donors. And the media was like, moderate. And what did the Democrats do? Well, remember, to your point, Francesca, is if the Democrats get more senators, my prediction is, I hate to say it, and I hope to God I'm wrong, but it ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference. They're all crooks. So they're just gonna find more senators, just like Kyrsten Sinema. And they're gonna go, oh, we need 54, oh, we need 56, oh, we need 68. Now, why do I say that? It's backed up by facts. In that same twirling vote, do you know that 8, not just Sinema and Manchin, 8 Democratic senators voted against higher minimum wage, including the 2 Delaware senators who are Joe Biden's top allies and almost certainly asked the White House which way they should vote. And Biden told them, obviously, vote no, we're full of crap. We never meant higher wages. We were lying to our voters the whole time. So this issue isn't about Sinema. It's about the corporate corruption of all of our politicians.
God, I want you to be wrong, but I know you probably are right. It's just like, there's enough of us to call BS on that move, on them not changing the filibuster, not getting rid of it, or not doing the most basic things like voting rights, abortion rights. which they need to eliminate the filibuster in order to get. So, but yeah, they've been running cover. I just wish, even in words, Schumer could just, you're the majority leader. Remember.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.